Hey everybody, we are super pumped to be on this call because Emily and I are headed out, taking it on tour starting August 1st with our doTERRA Diamond Club. If you haven't heard of it before, it's a really amazing opportunity to grow your local teams by having us come to you. And I know Emily and I have already planned out most of the areas we're going to be going to. And if we haven't spoken to you individually and you're interested, please reach out to us and let us know that you want to be a part of it. I am just excited to be doing this again. The first time I did it, it was a complete learning experience. I went into it with zero expectations and ended up really enjoying it. It was, a ton of work and a bit of an adjustment to be away from my family, but I know now kind of how to navigate that better and how to use my time and locations wisely. So the way that it is set up, there are different stipulations and expectations that doTERRA has within Diamond Club as a whole, the 4 months from August 1st through November 30th, but there are also expectations within each individual month. So the first month, as a Diamond Club participant, we need to enroll or have 10 Diamond Club enrollments. So that doesn't mean that we personally need to enroll 10 people. It means that we need to enroll 10 people at our events or within 3 business days of the event. And so we will have 3 local events and 3 out-of-town events each month. From September through November, those enrollments go up to 18 per month. So the first month, they just have it a smaller number to kind of get you started, get the grease moving the wheel. I don't know if I said that right, Emily.
Pretty close, yeah.
Yeah, close.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the point is we have you here tonight because we want to share with you why this is such an incredible opportunity for you and what this can do for you and your team. Obviously, as a whole, we want to grow our community. That is the purpose of us entering into this incredible opportunity with doTERRA. They will reimburse our travel up to a certain amount each time we go out of town, and they will also reward each enrollment, dependent upon how many PV they enroll with an added essential oil. On top of that, our upline and wonderful Blue Diamond leader, Jenna Rammel, she has extended this awesome incentive for the hosts. So these host incentive gifts that you see here on the screen are not for builders, but I was talking with Cass this morning and wanted to point out to everyone that it doesn't have to be at their house. It could be a neutral location. It could be somewhere that you have designed as a builder that you found, and let's say the host, doesn't feel comfortable with having people over and they want to have, 5 or 7 people or 10 or whatever. These are the types of incentive gifts that our upline is very generously gifting to us. And it's something that I've never seen her do before. Emily and I kind of collaborated with her a bit on the planning.
I don't know that I've seen anyone do something like
I
this.
don't think that I've seen anyone do anything like this. Exactly.
Amazing.
It is so amazing. And you guys love the yoga collection. And for someone to bring qualified class attendees, we want to make sure that they're rewarded for that. And a qualified class attendee is someone who is not enrolled in doTERRA and who is of age and willing and excited and just a new person to the world of doTERRA. Maybe they have been buying oils from Amazon and have experience with essential oils. That's fine too, just as long as they're not already currently enrolled and have their own account. So between 5 and 7 attendees, they would get the yoga collection, which with our wholesale discount is $52. And then the Aroma Touch Technique Kit, which is super amazing, awesome, and such a great tool. It's just, I can't even say enough about it. It has 8 incredible essential oils plus the fractionated coconut oil and this awesome card, like a 3x5 card that teaches you how to use the oils within that kit. And that's qualified for any person that brings 8 to 10 people. And then more than that, so 11 or more, $169 value for the doTERRA Touch Kit, which we all know the value of that. That oregano, that frankincense, that On Guard, each one of those essential oils are so integral in my life, in my family's life. They're just go-to, super easy. You already know how amazing they are. And those are all in 10 ml roller bottles. So this is a graphic we can share with you on Voxer, again, if you don't already have it. And you can share this with the people in your community locally so that you can build momentum and really pour value into these local events when they are Diamond Club events. Now, the word Diamond Club itself is soups cheesy. So let me just say, when we are talking about coming to your local area, we are using the word tour, like we're going on tour. I'm taking my hormonal health workshop on tour. And that's something that I'm like running and doing with the different areas I'm going to. And Emily is going to go on tour and do her thing. So each one of us has, you know, like a different name or a class theme or however you want to do it. But just make sure you don't tell people like, hey, I have this friend coming for Diamond Club, unless they already know what doTERRA is and all that rank stuff. But personally, I just think it's kind of a turnoff. And you can agree or disagree. I don't know what your opinions are, but to get people there, I think it's really important to be super real, super authentic, and make it feel as comfortable as possible for everyone that comes and participates with us. It's gonna be awesome. Okay, so that being said, when the host has, you know, these people coming and they're learning, we want to make sure that we're doing our very best to prepare these attendees before they get there. And so Emily's going to talk to us for a bit about the share guide, what that could look like, how we can really sort of facilitate a space. Hi, everybody. So we can facilitate a learning environment that is exactly that we are learning, that we are being good educators, that they are open to receive. And the best way to do that is to have preparation beforehand. So Emily, share with us some ways that we can do that.
All right. Okay, everyone can see this share guide, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so this is part of the Empowered Success Business Suite, and I think it's an underutilized tool. I think we do a good job using the Live Guide when we have when we're onboarding a new member, and I think we do a good job with the build guide and the launch guide, and I think sometimes this share guide just kind of falls by the wayside. But there's a lot of really great information in here on how to coach a class host to have a great class, which is important. I mean, of course, it's important for us. We want them to have a great class because that's part of our business. Yeah, Lizzie, the share guide is one of the best guides for sure. But we also want our hosts to have a great class for them. It's really disappointing. We've all had the disappointment when we're the host of a class and we've invited a lot of people. We think people are going to come, and then no one comes, or not as many people as we thought were going to come end up showing up. And it's really frustrating. And a great class is so fun, and it's so invigorating, and it's like a high almost, because there's all of these people there that are wanting to learn more, and it's just really exciting to all learn together. But it can be a total bummer when it doesn't go as well. And I think a big part of whether or not a class is successful is how a class host is prepped and coached and prepared and guided to have a great class. So this is available. I'll put the link in the Wellness Academy Voxer group, but this is on the website available to download. So you can always share this with your class host as a link. Or you can purchase these in your back office and well, I guess your shop office, you know what I mean? And you can hand one personally or mail one to a class host. Okay, so
That's a good idea.
it's really good to, I like to have things tangible. I mean, the link is really easy to send to someone, but it has sometimes the hurdle of printing something out trips people up. It does for me too. It's like I keep meaning to do it and I don't do it. But if someone gave me this tangible booklet, then when it says whose lives do you want to change, it's a lot easier to just pick up a pen and start writing down the girlfriends that I'm going to invite rather than having to remember to print it out. And you know what I mean? So a couple things, I'm going to point out some things that I love about this share guide. So they are identifying people that they want to invite to the class. And I love that they identify if a one-on-one presentation meeting is best for that person or a class setting. Because some people, these people know their friends the best. And some people would do better in a one-on-one setting. Say they are a nurse and they work nights and she knows that they're not going to be able to attend the class. Or maybe the class is during the day and she knows that her friend's not going to be able to attend the class. Or say her friend has very specific needs that she's not going to feel as comfortable chatting about in a class setting, but would prefer a one-on-one. So I think it's good for a class host to think about their friends, think about their family members, and think about what would serve them the best. And then it gives them some, this guide gives them some tips and resources of how to invite someone to a class. So it has some good verbiage and coaching there with the blue is what someone can say. Sometimes people are like, well, I don't know anybody. I don't even know how I would ask them to come to a class. And this really helps them to know what to do. And then
the scripts are not something that, we're asking you to memorize, but
totally
it gives you like an idea at least of different types of conversations you can have and how to lead the conversation in a direction so that doTERRA is a part of it and also be able to invite them in a way that feels really authentic to you.
Yeah. I think it's a good jumping off point to know where to start. And then class hosts, they know their friends and family the best. So they know how to connect with them. This just gives them a good place to start and gives a good idea of different samples or ways that they can introduce people to the idea of learning more about natural health. And so some good tips in here. This share your story is really great because when I'm teaching a class, I love to have the class host share a little bit about why essential oils have made a difference in their life. And so this is just a good exercise for the class host to think about that and to put it onto paper, what the difference is, pre-oils and then now using oils in their life. Okay, and so this talks about what the class host's part is, and this is gold right here, is at the bottom it says ideal timeline. This is a big part of what makes a successful class versus an unsuccessful class. So it's about a 2-week time period. So about 10 days before the class would happen. And this is just average, but some of these are really crucial time periods. So the host would share a sample with someone and we as builders can help them to do that. And then follow up and invite 2 days before the class host would send them a reminder, send them a quick text to remind them of the class, and then 2 to 4 hours before the class, send a reminder too. I know we have all, for sure I have. I think we've all been in that position where we completely intended on attending something like a book club or a girls' night or something that we really want to go to, but a couple of hours beforehand, everything falls apart at our house and kids are hungry or you have a deadline or, and so you just it kind of escapes your mind. And so this 2 to 4 hour reminder is really crucial because I think that's, it gets it back on the forefront of people's mind. And so they are much more likely to attend a class. And then the class happens and then the lifestyle overview, the wellness consult happens after their enrollment kit arrives. So it just keeps going through. This is just a very basic business opportunity introduction for a class host. Let's say they had a really successful class and they're like, oh, well, so what happens next? So it just gives them an idea of what happens when they enroll someone, or what happens as they start to fill out 50 Power of 3 bonus structure, for example. And so this is the share guide. I think this is a really great tool for all of us to use with our class hosts to help them prepare to have a great class. I think we can remove some of the problem, some of the hurdles for them, and so they can have the experience that we want for them to have as a class host. Don't have any questions on the share guide. It's great.
Thanks so much for covering that. Cass was going to talk to us for a second about, do you remember from this morning's call? Will you just share with us a little bit of your experience? Because I loved her perspective today, and sometimes I think we get in our heads about how things should be done and that there are scripts, and so we should do it that way, but we all have our own way of doing this, and I would love to hear you share. Hey, Monique.
Hey.
What did she say? Her mic settings off. Okay, well, we'll give you some time to do that or figure that out. Okay, does anyone have any questions about Diamond Club or how it works? I feel like when I met Monique, I want to say that your class was a Diamond Club event. Do you remember that?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if it was called that.
Yeah, because I didn't call it that for sure. But I definitely remember being able to give, like doTERRA sent different incentives. Hey, Cass, is it working?
I think so. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Sorry. It was giving me that, like, a whole bunch of instructions, and I'm like, I don't even know if I know how to do it.
No, you're
fine. So, do you want me to talk now?
Yeah, perfect.
Say things now. So this morning I was just reflecting on the fact that I've been building for a year here now. And one of the things that I've noticed is that all of my people that I plant the seed and I let it bloom, I let it grow at its own pace. Those are my like solid foundation people, my solid foundation customers, sharers, some are thinking about building. And then all of the ones I've noticed where, you know, I had a successful class and I kind of, what would you say, hustled a little more. Like I was just kind of trying to hurry along an enrollment. They don't order. They enroll, they got a kit, and they're not my repeat. They're not my solid foundation. Is that what you?
Yeah. Yeah. So, and Cass was talking about like her personality versus other personalities and how, you know, we all are going to connect with people that feel like connected to us. And even though they're buying the product and they're buying this idea of, you know, bettering their life and up leveling their health, they're buying it because they trust you. And that the way that she does it, she has like a really unique way of sharing the oils for herself. It's aligned with a lot of people who feel like that connection with her. And so I think like those deep, long partnerships and customers that she's found have come from really cultivating that relationship and building that trust, and versus just like trying to get in there and them not really knowing who you are and then not connecting with you for a lifestyle overview afterwards and just kind of like walking away. And the commitment and the like real change happens when we get in it with them and we sit with them, you know, and we create a space so that they feel heard and they feel that they're cared for and looked after. And I feel like that with anything in life, but especially in this business, as I have, you know, taken this on as my full-time job over the last few years, I know that the customers that I connect with online, if they don't get on the phone with me and actually hear my voice, that it's like a one night stand, right? We talked about that before, where it's they purchase the kit of oils and then they don't get in touch with me because they just assume they can figure out how to do it on their own or look it up online or something like that. But those who get on the phone or meet with me in person, like there's just that lifelong connection. And I also have like a ton of notes on everyone. If I get on the phone with them, I know their kids' names. Like I ask lots of questions and then I follow up with them. And every single time like someone's name just pops in my head, and whether like something reminded me of them or I saw like a picture pop up on Instagram or something, I will text them and just say, hey, how are you doing? I've been thinking about you. Cass says, I'm learning more love and patience. Yes, we all are, right? Thank you so much for sharing that. But in regards to Diamond Club, I know that this feels sometimes like overwhelming to think, oh my gosh, like they're flying all the way here and I have to put on this massive event. And like you start to feel anxiety that you're responsible to make this the most incredible class you've ever had. I can tell you from experience that it's so much more relaxed than that. It's just being yourself, just being real. And as Emily said, like really making sure we follow up. And, you know, we are taking time away from our family. So we want to make sure that we have as many people there as we can for you so that you can grow your team and really use this as an opportunity to expand and reach more people. And I love that most of these places I'm going to go twice so that I can hit them once and we can do a big, massive class and just get lots of people exposed to it. Maybe not everybody enrolls, but at least they have that learning experience. And then the next time I come back, those who did enroll, it's like a 201, and those who didn't enroll, and then the new people that come to the second one, it's just further deepening that belief in the product and that exposure to doTERRA. Sorry, another chat pops up. And our intention isn't about hustle, it's about the joy of the opportunity to travel out. That's exactly right. You guys, this is like the coolest part about Diamond Club, and Emily probably remembers because I talked about this a lot before with her. She's the one who kicked me in the booty and told me to do this in the first place. And I didn't think I could or that I like had what it took to do it. I didn't even consider it an option. And
you guys, that's really funny, isn't it? That Lena's like, I don't know that I have what it takes.
I really didn't. I like didn't think that I could do it, and especially with my 4 kids.
If you don't, I don't know who does.
You're so funny. No, but truly, like I had like zero idea what I was getting myself into, and also I always thought people who did Diamond Club like didn't have kids, or if they had kids, they had like a nanny or something. But it's somehow
there are some people that like rent an RV and they like travel around the United States.
Yeah,
and
their career, like the Diamond Club, is like their full-time job, and they just
they breathe and sleep Diamond Club.
Yes. Wait, what was I gonna say about that? I forgot. Let's see. Yeah, that I just didn't know. Oh yeah, so I like would get to these cities and be so excited to like teach the class with the host or with the builder, and just like so excited for all of that. But what was the best side benefit to all of it was connecting with those builders and sharers and just like going to dinner afterwards and like stories on their couch and like playing games with their husband and their kids, like just connecting and being together. This is such an incredible opportunity to really deepen and enrich those relationships that we have with the people in our community. So I'm really excited about it. Emily, do you have anything to say?
Yeah, I just, I wouldn't want any class host or builder share that we travel out to feel nervous that like the stakes are high because we're traveling out. That's what's cool about Diamond Club is that my travel is reimbursed. And so if everything was out of my pocket, then I probably would have this, even if I didn't intend to, this energy of like, man, I hope this is worth it. I hope this is gonna pan out. But since that's why the Diamond Club program is really great, because doTERRA and your upline sponsors are reimbursing your travel. So it like releases that need kind of a feeling, scarcity kind of a feeling from it. And so it makes it so we can travel out and just with an intention of like supporting the teams wherever we go out to. It's just about helping them teach their family and friends, helping them learn more about the business if that's what they're interested in. Just having them know that there is like a real community here, because I think there are a lot of people that are just kind of on their own, you know, and they don't really have a local community of people, and so they connect online. But to have someone come out to them, and it just makes it real. This community becomes real for people.
Yeah, totally. Thank you.
Sure.
I feel like we should.
I'm talking like I know what I'm doing. You guys, I've never done it.
No, you lived vicariously through me, so you totally know.
I told Lena that I want to do it this fall, and then again in the spring, and then again the next fall, and Lena's like, okay.
Let's do it.
We'll see how it goes.
I love it. But Rhonda, hi, I don't know you. Welcome. Shayla, welcome. Everybody, hi. I just
Hey.
want to make sure everyone's like questions are answered. Do you have anything that's popped up or that you're like thinking, what the heck is this all about? Or any clarification?
Nope. You guys are great.
So nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Yeah, Cass was asking something earlier about the logistics of certain things. So when you get the enrollment forms locally, you can, text us a picture of them, or we can show you how to enter the information through the Diamond Club portal or through your own like back office. You would just need to use a promo code that we will give you individually. So it'll be your enrollment or the host's enrollments. And then the promo code will be attached to either Emily or I, and that's how they track like giving incentives to these people. So they won't know that they need to send, a Siberian fur to Irene and her people if, she doesn't enter in the promo code. So
Yeah.
that's how that works.
And I think that's good for class hosts to know that their family and friends are their enrollments. Just because if I'm entering it in the Diamond Club portal, I'm entering them in as the enroller. The class host is the enroller. So it's like a twofer. It's they get the enrollment and I get a qualifying Diamond Club enrollment.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And
So
they get all those cool products from Jenna.
Yeah. And if they LRP the next month, they get 25 points.
That's right.
That's pretty dope too. That's like another free oil.
Yeah, totally. Okay, so Lizzie says, where are we going?
Okay.
I mean, so many fun places.
Well, yeah, I think we both have like a lot of moving pieces on our calendars so far.
Yeah. Houston, Dallas, coming up soon. San Diego, Utah, DC, Las Vegas, DC again. And when I say DC, I'm including Cass and all of that too, like the DC area. In the boonies where Cass lives. And Monique in DC too. Emily, you're going to Arizona and Colorado too, right?
Yeah. So I'm going to Portland, Houston, probably there in August or maybe later. And then Denver, Salt Lake, and then Detroit and Ann Arbor, and then DC, Virginia, and then Tucson, and then the Mesa, Gilbert, Chandler, Phoenix kind of area, and then North Carolina and Virginia again.
Oh, nice.
And that's like so far. I mean, that's the tentative plan so far.
Did you see what Rhonda said?
Yes. Charleston and Savannah. Rhonda, I've got you on my mind. I'm trying to figure out a way to do a two for North Carolina, South Carolina.
We've gotten like all this like happiest seaside town, blah 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 lately, and summer's kind of hopping with the tourist stuff.
Yeah.
Pretty here. And it's literally an hour to Charleston and 45 minutes to Savannah.
All right, cool.
Nice.
Come down here.
All right.
I love it.
And then, guys, let us know too.
North Carolina is going.
Class host, like if you have a family member or someone in an area where you're like, my mom and her group of friends would love to have someone come out. Like, let us know and we can try and get it in there.
Yeah. Just want to be able to support all the communities as best we can and make it like a growing experience for everyone. That's the goal. So I'm so excited. Cass says, do the hosts have to be enrolled? To earn the commission, yes. To not earn the commission, then no. So if you have a host who's like a family member and they're not interested in enrollment, but they want to bring all these people and get the host incentives from Jenna, that's totally fine. And then they want to gift you the enrollments, that's great. Good question. Okay, who's excited? Me. Oh, Monique, you love my dancing, I can tell.
You know I
Right.
love laughing.
Right. They would need to receive the commission. Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, what? I missed that question.
Lizzie's saying that they need to enroll and set up an LRP if they want to receive the commission.
Yes. So if they decide they want to receive commission that night and they haven't enrolled yet, then they could enroll as a wellness advocate, set up, like, enroll with 100 PV LRP, and then set up an LRP for the following month. And they would earn commission from that class, as well as any other class or enrollments they would have throughout that month and the next month. So it would earn them 2 months of commission just for enrolling and then placing their first LRP. Good question. Any other questions?
You guys, I'm pumped. I'm just really excited. Like, as I look at my calendar and I'm planning it out, it just makes me so excited to get to, like, see my people, you know?
I know. I'm so excited because Emily and I are going to be, like,
We're
crossing
overlapping a couple times.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping I can get up to Denver and do an event with you for my birthday.
Jenna's coming out to Colorado Springs in Denver at the end of August. And so we're trying to rope Lena into coming too. And then we're going to party it up for her birthday on the 31st.
No big deal. Just 38. It's fine. It's fine. We're going to have another event on your birthday in Utah.
Heck yeah. Okay. If you're coming to convention, I need you to start thinking about something. We're going to have a Diamond Club event on Saturday the 14th, which is my birthday. And then the after party is I'm taking anybody who wants to come and have a dope time. We're going to go karaokeing on my birthday because that's what I want to do.
And it's your birthday, so you get to pick.
Yeah. We're going to go out and have a great time. And I don't know.
I am definitely there. Count on me. For sure.
So come to convention and get yourself ready to party on the 14th.
Lizzie says at Kristen's.
Yeah, so that's a class with Kristen would be awesome on the 14th. You said she has a smallish place, so we could do it there or a different location, but if she wants to be the host, that would be awesome. We're also thinking about like a Daily Essential Co. kind of larger thing. So it's in the works. But that evening, and then karaoke after party.
Perfect. I'm open for all of it.
It's gonna be really fun.
This is an abundance mindset.
Yes. Yes to everything.
Well, thank you so much for being here and just everything. I feel very full of love. I feel it. I can't wait to hug all of you and smush your little faces. Monique, I'm coming for you. You can't make convention this year, right?
No. But I'll be here when you come.
Okay.
All right, Monique.
Well, hopefully you guys send me the date.
When I'm out that way.
Yeah, did you hear Emily, Monique?
No, what'd she say?
Let's go karaokeing when I'm out in Virginia.
Of course, because I will find all the karaoke spots.
There we go. I used to live right near Koreatown, and there were a lot of karaoke places.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Irene knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
She's pretending it's a no, but I know it's a yes, Irene.
Let me